Welcome, my dear friends. And I forgot to mention in my announcement about having handy a pencil and a paper. So I'm going to give you a few minutes to gather those things together. And if you happen to have a candle handy, grab that too, and we'll use those later on in our ceremony. So I'll just take a minute to let you get those things together so you're all prepared. So in the meantime, I'm going to light my candle in honor of this special night of returning to the light. Okay. Yeah, go ahead and light your candles if you have them. My dear friends, we're coming to the end of a cycle. This morning, at the moment of the solstice, 7:03 a.m. Pacific time, autumn was officially over, and the sun moved into the sign of Capricorn. We're moving into winter, into the darkness, the cave, hibernation. What does this period of darkness mean to you? It's a time of going inward, of quietness, of stillness, and not a time to push. Our bodies want to settle in, to be nurtured and received with love. The sun, with all its vibrancy and energy, is not very available to us at this time. So if we want to be in sync with nature, just as we seek to be in sync with the energies of the zodiac, we will listen. We will pay attention to what nature does now, and we will learn from her. Can we slow down, ease up, sink into the winter, and honor this opportunity to rest? Michael Meade, who I like to call the reincarnation of Joseph Campbell, says this about the solstice. The rebirth of the sun in the darkest time reflects a potential awakening of the heart and soul of each person. When the light of the soul grows within us, it also contributes light and life to the world. Traditional cultures imagined that humans play a role in bringing the light back from the darkness. Solstice means the sun stands still. As the darkest time of the year, the pulse of life stops for a timeless moment before the light can return and renew the energy of people and the earth. It's a challenge, is it not, to stand still during the holiday? What is it that makes Christmas time so frantic? Partly, I think, it's because of our emphasis on materialism, on things, getting just what the right gift, throwing the perfect party, worrying whether we're giving enough or getting what we want. When we climb the mountain of initiation in Capricorn, we recognize the light of the soul and we aspire to greater spiritual expansion. We climb step by step up the mountain, facing our darkness moment by moment. That's how we do the climb. The themes for the ceremony tonight are the darkness and the light. The physical darkness we are being called to attune to honor. The darkness within ourselves, those parts that still cling despite our best efforts to ignore or deny them. Light is returning, and little by little, there will be more light each day. We are being asked to invoke that light, to bring it into ourselves, into those dark places that are calling for redemption. The ritual tonight will symbolize these themes. It has to do with blessing, healing, and transforming the dark parts of ourselves, and then calling in that light to fill up the empty space. The winter solstice always falls in the constellation of Capricorn on this very day, December 21st. As we know, it also falls in the middle of the holiday season. I wonder how it would be different if we thought of holidays as holy days, sacred days, where we celebrate not only the return of the light without, but also honor the light within. What is this light within? It can be the light of the soul, the light of the Christ that burns within all of us. This Christ consciousness is present in every human being. Jesus embodied and expressed this light powerfully and expressed it as love and goodwill. And it's not an exception. We will all reach this point in our spiritual journey someday. Part of our work as disciples is to cultivate the Christ light within. In the midst of so much chaos in the world, many people perceive a stronger, greater force of light and goodness emerging. There's a collective kindling of this Christ light. How can we kindle this light within? How can we bring light into the darkness? This is the essence of winter solstice. It's the shortest day of the year, the time of greatest darkness in the physical world. Traditionally, solstice has been a time of honoring the light in the midst of the darkness. Times of darkness offer us an opportunity for transformation. As we transform and bring our light into the darkness, we uplift all of humanity. Each time we enter the darkness on behalf of others, our own light is strengthened, and we become a more radiant instrument by which the world is made brighter. So our focus during this dark time of the winter is on nurturing that light, protecting it, expanding it, till it fills us, till it lights up all of our hopes and dreams and aspirations. But remembering also that the darkness is still present within and without. The darkness calls us to accept those unredeemed aspects of ourselves with gentleness and compassion. So during these sacred holy days, can we steadfastly and with courage and determination climb our mountain of aspiration, honoring along the way our inner light and accepting the darkness that is also present? I'd like to read a poem now by Jan Richardson called Blessing for the Longest Night. All throughout these months, as the shadows have lengthened, this blessing has been gathering itself, making ready, preparing for this night. It has practiced walking in the dark, traveling with its eyes closed, feeling its way by memory, by touch, by the pull of the moon, even as it wanes. So believe me when I tell you this blessing will reach you, even if you have not light enough to read it. It will find you, even though you cannot see it coming. You will know the moment of its arriving by your release of the breath you have held so long, a loosening of the clenching in your hands, of the clutch around your heart, a thinning of the darkness that has drawn itself around you. This blessing does not mean to take the night away, but it knows its hidden roads, knows the resting spots along the path, knows what it means to travel in the company of a friend. So when this blessing comes, take its hand, get up, set out on the road you cannot see. This is the night when you can trust that any direction you go, you will be walking toward the dawn. I love her poetry. It is especially important that tonight we meet together to increase our magnetic energy up towards the great ones. Because we are told in the ancient wisdom teachings that this year of 2025 is the year of the great conclave. Every 100 years, the masters meet together to plan how to best support humanity's next evolutionary step. As more and more people gather to link up with these great masters, we have a powerful effect on how they decide to support us. So let's keep that in mind as we prepare now for our visualization. Please make sure you are seated comfortably and in a space where you will not be disturbed. Now, take a few moments to establish an evenness to your breathing. Just noticing the breath, the in-breath and the out-breath. Now, in the stillness, I want you to go very gently within. With sweetness and compassion, I want you to open your heart. Feel loving acceptance fill your heart. Gentle compassion for yourself, for the darkness and the light that is within you. With much tenderness now, ask yourself, what is the darkness within me that I must overcome to move forward into greatest service and fulfillment? What habits and addictions, selfish and separative tendencies within myself do I need to face and shed light upon? Please write these observations down on your paper, and we'll sit in silence for 5 minutes. Now, keeping this paper with you, I'd like to take you on an imaginary journey. I know that for some people it's not so easy to visualize. So if that's what happens with you, please just relax and sit back and let the words wash over you. And perhaps with tuning into the words, you might find you are creating a picture in your mind. But if nothing happens, don't worry about it. You can just relax into the words. So in your mind's eye, in your imagination, please take yourself to a place of great beauty. It can be a place where you have actually visited or one that you have just imagined. Feel yourself fully there. This place is yours alone. No one can disturb you here, and you feel completely safe and protected. Now, if you wish, call on your angels or guides to be present with you. As you settle into your special place, take a moment to look around and notice what you see. Picture it as clearly as you can. Now take a deep breath through your nose and notice what smells this place contains. Is it the sweetness of blooming flowers, the salty air of the ocean, the dampness of the forest? Imagine now that a warm breeze gently touches your face and begin to listen carefully. What noises do you hear? If nothing comes to you, just imagine you hear something. And then I'd like you to lie down upon the earth and feel the deep peace that envelops you. Feel the energy of the mother fill your body. You feel held, supported, and acknowledged by her presence. Take a moment now to sit up and look around. You notice that there's a path leading into the forest. Begin to walk along the path, and as you enter the woods, sense the sacredness that surrounds you. The energy of the trees begin to fill you, connecting you even more deeply to the earth, to the ground of your being. Soon you come to an opening that appears to be a cave. It beckons you to enter. You somehow feel drawn to go within. As you enter, you notice there is dim candlelight on the walls, lighting your way. The passageway leads downward, deep into the earth. Notice the change in temperature, the change in the air. The smells and sounds are different here. Somehow you still feel safe and protected. As you come to the end of the passageway, there is a door. You easily open the door and walk inside. The room is filled with candles all along the walls. And the feeling is like walking into a sanctuary. In the center of the room is an altar. It's a flat stone covered by a beautiful cloth. And on top of the cloth are what appear to be sacred objects. And in the center of the altar is a large burning candle. Soon you become aware of a presence in the room. And as you look around, you see one of the enlightened ones, a master, sitting on a golden chair right next to the altar. This being could be a being you feel close to, like the Master Jesus, or the Lord Buddha, or Kuan Yin, or any other. It beckons you to come closer, and as you do, you kneel in reverence before him or her. The Master reaches down and makes the sign of the cross on your forehead and blesses you. Take a moment to allow that blessing to fill you. Feel the blessing in every cell of your body. Now the Master reaches over to the flame of the candle and places that light inside your heart. Breathe that in. Your heart is now aflame with the love of the Christ. Feel yourself accepting this gift of love with joy and gratitude. And in your mind's eye, imagine that piece of paper with all of your darkness written on it, burning itself up in the flame of love of the Christ. Purified and redeemed, this darkness is now ablaze with the love of the Christ. Take a deep breath now and feel the lightness in your body as you release this darkness to be filled with light. Living this light is living from the light of the soul. Slowly now you rise and return to sit on a cushion that has been placed before the altar, sitting silently there. Notice what it feels like to know you are this light. This is your true essence. You are the light of the world. Sit there in that silence and stillness for the next minute. When you are ready, stand up and with deep gratitude and reverence, you bow once more before the Master. Then quietly you leave the room, slowly making your way back through the passageway to the mouth of the cave. Walking once again through the woods, you stop to bless the trees and give thanks for their support on your journey. Finally, you find yourself back at your own sacred space. Sitting in the silence there for a few moments, you express your gratitude for all that has been given to you, all that you have received. Silently commit now to nurturing this light, feeding it, expanding it, letting it grow within you. Then renew your commitment to radiate the light as an act of service into our world. When you are ready, bring yourself gently back into your room, feeling yourself fully in your body. And before you open your eyes, I'd like to close with this final poem by Jan Richardson called "Blessed Are You Who Bear the Light." Blessed are you who bear the light in unbearable times, who testify to its endurance amid the unendurable, who bear witness to its persistence when everything seems in shadow and grief. Blessed are you in whom the light lives, in whom the brightness blazes, your heart a chapel, an altar where in the deepest night can be seen the fire that shines forth in you in unaccountable faith, in stubborn hope, in love that illumines every broken thing it finds. Namaste, dear friends. I feel blessed to have you all in my life and blessed that you took this time to come together and join heart to heart, soul to soul, light to light. Go forth now and be the light of the world.